a scene I keep thinking about. It wasn't violent, no blood, no chase, no scream in the distance. Just two teenagers sitting in a car, and a kiss. The kind of kiss that says, I see you more than I want you. Watch to the end, and I'll tell you the movie this comes from. But before I do, I want to unpack why this moment felt more real than anything else in the film. Because it wasn't just about attraction, it was about timing, fear, and that strange fleeting space between rebellion and relief. So the story starts like a lot of others. A teenage girl, Quinn, moves to a small town with her father. Fresh start, they say. But she's not buying it. And deep down, neither is he. It's one of those towns that's quiet in the way that makes your skin itch. Everything's polite on the surface, but it feels like everyone's watching, waiting for you to slip. So they can say, see, we knew she didn't belong. Quinn's trying, but you can tell she's already tired of being the new girl, of carrying her father's disappointment like a backpack she didn't pack. And then she meets them, a group of local teens who don't quite fit either. They don't pretend. They don't wear the town's fake smile. They're chaotic, but also kind. And somewhere in the middle of all that, she meets him. Cole isn't new. He's grown up in this place, knows which adults are bitter, knows which stores let you skate by, knows that sometimes you have to bend the rules just to breathe. But unlike some of the others, Cole has a line. You see it early, when a group prank goes down in a local store. Two guys stage a fake fight, yelling, throwing shade, even saying one of them slept with the other's grandmother. It's wild, and it works. While everyone's watching the drama, snacks and drinks start disappearing into backpacks. But Cole? He still tosses a few bills on the counter before walking out. No one tells him to. He just does it. And that one move, it says everything. He's not trying to be perfect. He's just trying to stay human. Later that night, they meet up again. This time, it's more low-key. There's a prank with clown masks. It's meant to be a joke, just dumb teen fun. But we, as the audience, already know the real danger in this town doesn't laugh. It watches, and it waits. Still, for this group, for Quinn and Cole, this is a rare moment where things feel free. Normal. Not safe exactly, but not threatening either. That balance breaks when Cole offers to drive Quinn home, and she says yes. Now here's the part that stuck with me. They're parked outside her house. There's no music playing, no background noise, just silence. But not the kind that's empty, the kind that's full. Like both of them are trying to memorize what this feels like before it disappears. They start talking, not about school or parties, about real stuff, family, pressure, how it feels to be trapped in a town that punishes you for growing up. And then Quinn says it, thanks for listening to all my shit. Cole replies, me too. There's a pause, and she leans in. She kisses him, not gently, not aggressively, just enough to say, this is mine. This moment is mine. In a town where adults wear masks and set the rules in blood, she takes back one small piece of control, and he lets her. He doesn't rush it, doesn't flip the dynamic, he's just there, meeting her halfway. It's brief, but it's honest. And in that kind of world, honesty is rare. Then, a knock on the window, hard. Like it's not just a knock, but a demand. It's her father. He doesn't open the door. He doesn't ask if she's okay. He just starts in. Are you drinking again? Are you drunk? Then to Cole. You drinking too? Cole tries to explain. Says high schoolers drink. Says he had two. Maybe. And in any other story, that might be where it escalates. But then, Quinn steps in, not with words, just a look. She's behind her father, her eyes locked on Cole's, and she shakes her head. Don't argue. Just let it go. Not because he's wrong, but because she knows her dad, knows how this will play out. She's not asking for help. She's asking to not make it worse. And Cole hears her. He listens, and he stops talking. That's love too, by the way, knowing when not to speak. You ever had a moment where you felt completely seen, just for a second, only for the world to come crashing in again? If you're still watching, I know that feeling sits with you. Comment. That kiss meant more. And if this breakdown hit a nerve, subscribe. I share stories like this, moments that feel small on screen, but huge when you live them. What gets me isn't the kiss, it's what comes after. Quinn doesn't defend herself, doesn't explain, doesn't try to convince her father that this was just a kiss, that she's not drunk, that she's fine. She doesn't say a word, because she's done this before. And silence is safer. And you know what? Sometimes silence isn't giving up. Sometimes it's choosing not to light a fire just because someone brought matches. But that earlier moment, that kiss, that was her speaking. That was her saying, I matter, even here. And Cole didn't interrupt that, didn't take it from her. He honored it. That's what made it powerful. It's funny, in a movie filled with murder, secrets, and masked killers, the scene that stuck with me most didn't have any of that. It had two people trying to find peace in a place that doesn't allow it. A girl trying to breathe. A boy who lets her. A father who doesn't see either of them clearly. And a world that keeps asking them to stay quiet. But for just 1 second, they didn't. They kissed. And it wasn't perfect. It wasn't magical. But it was theirs. And that made it everything. The movie, Clown in a Cornfield. You should watch it. Not just for the horror, but for this moment. Because sometimes what cuts deepest isn't the knife, it's the silence that follows the truth.